Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers, has us set to get started. Off we go from Southern California. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun, it's Stafford. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They're trying to pick this up with a jet sweep. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So interesting play call here, Mike, right? So 3rd and short, we're used to seeing people just run it up the middle, just pick up a fresh set of downs. But so often, if you know exactly how the defense is going to align in there tight, there's a great opportunity to get the ball on the edge with some speed. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Devin Witherspoon, the Pro Bowl corner, in on the blitz that time. He records the sack.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away.
Witherspoon on the coverage.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota, alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell, by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Walker, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
It's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from 34 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this to about the 28. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll go again with Williams. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes. In there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
In motion is Barner. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Taken in right side by Barner. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hands. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's third down.
Darnold to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Man in motion is Smith. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. It just, he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A first down throw for Stafford. That is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
To throw on second down, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing, Stafford. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Throwing again is Stafford. Taking off, he'll try to... And he'll get into the end zone! Matthew Stafford! Touchdown, L.A. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Corey Morton now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The
Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do at this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Taken down at
that
the
one
49.
Good for 29.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing, Darnold. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, Darnold. A throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
22 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Shaheed with the catch. To the pylon, he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Seahawks are in the lead by the score of 13-7.
13, Rams 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. It's caught. It's the tight end Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Open man, downfield, it is Adams. A gain there of 20. 1st down, L.A.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
15 more yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 1st down, it is Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Leonard Williams.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Rams will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
The Seahawks offense and receiver Rashid Shaheed set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 13
They get
yards.
13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 14.
These two moving the
First
chains
down,
themselves.
Seattle.
A gain of 14 and a first down. On play action, here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard
A
line.
gain of 21 yards.
A pickup of
First down,
21 on that
Seahawks.
connection. First down, Seattle.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Darnold to throw again. He'll get this complete to Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium. After a short break, they face 2nd down and 7. To throw again is Darnold. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They run on the jet sweep. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now the timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
The 49-yard
and that
line.
first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Stafford now to throw on first down. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae.
That's interference. Offense.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
At their 48-yard line.
Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
The motion man is Nakua. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
That's good.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Toward the sideline and taken in by Adams. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the three. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. In motion is Barner. On 2nd down, Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
Seattle.
1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Darnold to throw on 1st down. Now he takes off.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action with Darnold. Has his man Smith and Jigbo working across the field. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st down, Seahawks.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game as this one is also good.
Makes the score
And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm, and then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
Pass quickly out to Smith. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
19. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams first down.
And a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Off play action. It's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, LA.
37-yard line.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Third and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10.
Now, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
On first and 10, Stafford. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 on the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Second and 5. They'll run it with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's another run here for Williams.
Williams again the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams are back within 6.
Makes the score Seahawks 23, Rams 17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The
Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one on target to cut. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Here's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
He'll step up and run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Seattle.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
2nd down, they need 3. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage is very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he is close to the pilot, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's Walker. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4th down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Charbonnet. Touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
That's the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
That's good.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
First down, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Offense.
Stafford to throw again. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams have cut the deficit to 5.
29. Rams 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
Down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing, Darnold. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set down. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver.
2nd down and 10.
And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Darnold to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Seattle.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a 1-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
2nd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to
Unfortunately,
go.
Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Intended for
There's no
the
need to do
first
anything
down.
reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
The Rams punting unit coming out. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down, Seahawks.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Darnold. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Puna 4. He gets in there and drops him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. Darnold now to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To go.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jordan.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Puna Ford on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 7. Now, Darnold. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Tackle made at his
22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, it's Darnold. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. It's complete. He's got cuffed. And now the defense is going to take their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
First down, Seattle.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Get this complete. It's Kupp again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2.
First down,
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Darnold again. There's a short one taken in by Barner. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 8-yard line.
One more time with Walker. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
24.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll come up for first and 10. The motion man is Nakua. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Rams.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Second down, it's Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
At the 27-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Finds Nakua along the sideline.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll come up now for second down. One last throw here for Stafford. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point, but in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.